Hello YouTubers, welcome to this edition of our tutorial. Today we're breaking down the C-sharp major scale. This is in response to a request made by some of my viewers who wanted us to do a tutorial on the C-sharp major scale, breaking it down. So that's what we are here to do today. Actually, I want to take this time also to thank those who have actually continued to share and to like and everyone to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Let's dive into the tutorial today, and we start by spelling out the C-sharp major scale. If at all you are beginning, this is note C, this is our middle C, and then a note just a semitone ahead of C is the C-sharp. It is also known as the flat D, whichever the way you want to name it. That will form part of our tutorial in another day. So in this scale, C sharp is number 1, D sharp is number 2, F is number 3, F sharp is number 4, G sharp number 5, A sharp number 6, C is number 7, and we are back to number 1. Now, that is our scale. So as usual, the first thing you're gonna do here is to practice that scale and make sure that at least you master these notes, because out of the notes we normally build the chords. Now in terms of chords, as we had explained earlier in the earlier tutorials, chord number 1 is normally a major chord. It is built from note number 1. Chord number 4 in this scale of C sharp is also a major chord. It is built from note number 4. And finally, chord number 5 is also a major chord. It is built from note number 5. Note number 2 will give us chord number 2, and we have the D sharp minor. Then note number 3 gives the chord number 3 here, and we have the F minor triad. Then note number 6 will give us the last minor chord in this scale, and that is the A sharp minor. Then our note number 7 gives the only diminished chord in this particular scale or the key, and that is the C diminished. So if you're starting to learn this particular key, the first step, you'll have to do the scale. Thereafter, you start forming the chords. So we have chord number 1. I'll use this fingering so that you can see. I need to look keenly. You're able to see. This is chord number 1. I'm just using this note C sharp to make it a bit full. Number 2. This is actually the D sharp minor. Then we have chord number 3. I hope you can see clearly. Then number 4 is F sharp. This number 3 was F minor triad, F sharp major triad. Then we have G sharp major triad. Then A sharp minor triad. We have C diminished, and we are back to our number 1 or number 8. So once you formed these chords in the root position, actually, you practice, just practice each hand first of all separately. Just practice each hands, you practice them separately. We have our number 3, number 2, and then number 1. Then you can also do the left. We have chord number 1, chord number 2, chord number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, back to number 1. We have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then when you're starting to be comfortable, you can do 2 hands, 1, 2. We have 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, back to number 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I hope you can see clearly. If at all I'm a bit faster, please just slow down the video. Then you try to work out these chords, form them, then just play them the way I'm doing until you become very comfortable. Now, once we are comfortable in the root positions, then we can do the inversions. There is a video I did earlier on how to form the triads, how to form the major triads and how to form the minor triads. If you find maybe something not very clear here, I would refer you back to that video in the channel. Actually, it is titled How to Play Your Chords More Easily. You can check on that and you'll find where I explain very slowly and in details how to do the inversions. So once you've done the roots, you start practicing the chords of this scale once again in their first inversion. And if this is the root, this is our first inversion. So this is the first inversion of this chord 1. Number 2, we have number 3 here. Then we have the inversion of our chord number 4, that is F sharp. We have the inversion of number 5, number 6. We have our number 7. We have our number 7 here. And then we are back to number 1. Just do it slowly the way I'm doing it, so that the idea here is actually not the speed. The idea is to master. So you just go slowly, as slow as you can. You just go slowly. Then you're back to number 1. Once you've mastered the first inversions, then you go to the second inversion, and it's easier. We take this third note of the C. If you want to invert the C sharp major scale, we play it up in the upper octave. So this is what we are going to have. This will be our number 1 in the second inversion. Then we'll have our number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Then we go to number 6, which is A sharp minor. Our number 7 is a diminished chord, but you can even decide to play it as the diminished 7. Of course, this is the chord. I'm just adding this. And then we are back to number 1. So please, once again, you've got to practice this. And we have our number 1, chord number 2 here. We have number 3, number 4. I'm just doing 2 hands. Number 5. We have number 6. We have our number 7. Our number 7 here. And then back to number 1. Sorry. This is what we have. And then we are back to chord number 1. So this is what you've got to practice first of all. This is number 6, number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2, then number 1. Once you've practiced the diatonic chords of this particular scale in the root position, first inversion, and in the second inversion, then from there now we will be in a position to do the simple progressions that we can possibly have. We have number 1, 5, number 6, number 4, then back to number 1. So that is what we had today in breaking down this scale. I believe you're going to take your time, whether it is taking a day, 2 days, or 3 days, or even a week to practice through this particular scale. Then you do all the chords, and from there you will be in a position to actually play very comfortably in this particular scale. Bye bye for now. Please don't fail to like, share this video, subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, and in so doing you'll be helping me to build this particular channel. See you in the next tutorial when we'll be breaking down yet another scale in the keyboard. Remember, the intention is to enable all my viewers and of course those who are learning piano keyboard to be in a position to understand. In this particular channel, actually, we are breaking down the concepts one by one. and in very slow details where everybody, even somebody starting to play, can understand, follow, and gain something. Bye-bye.